Ignore this video and you'll miss the 8 exact trades that could be making me 300k a month. Seriously. Right now, Solana's top daily runners are raking out hard, while most traders are still distracted by old narratives. And these are insanely early, they're massively explosive, and they're dangerously close to liftoff. I'm going to show you the 8 most important meme coins on Solana right now, today, not just as names, but the exact levels, the setups that I'm using to print generational wealth in real time. You want to stay until the end, because I'm going to show you the exact levels the whales are accumulating and the window, the tiny window you have left to make profits. Do me a favor, press that like button, like, subscribe, please leave a comment. Let's get on to it. No time to waste today. Big week. We start today with one of my favorites, Hoso. I think Hoso is honestly primed for insane success. As predicted, I told you guys, this was the fair price, this was the bullish fair value gap, right here between 25 and 18 million. I hope you guys scooped it because it has lifted off, it is taking off, it is going to Valhalla, new all-time highs. Honestly, close to 50 million to 60 million, that's where I'm looking to take some profits. But let me explain to you why Hoso is gonna pump. Useless. You see useless here? We traded it, we exited, and I think I exited too early because I didn't know that this guy, one of the main characters, he has 157k followers. I think he probably has like some deal with the Bonk team with some VCs behind, probably. I think this is an alt account of another big account of a guy that's very rich. But anyways, this guy has been pumping useless solely, and he turned his entire account. He started basically copying Murad, but with useless coin. Anyways, Hoso is a beta play to useless, and he is also shilling Hoso down here if you search. But this is just a beta play to useless. What I think is going to happen is useless will pump green candles, then it will correct again, and the money will flow back into Hoso. So if you don't have any exposure to this, which is the best chart right now in crypto, this is the beta play to useless. You have no useless, buy Hoso now. It's still at liftoff. You know, it just left the bullish fair value gap. It just left the best possible entry, but it's still at a fairly decent price. Okay, 30 million. What's really the difference between 22, 25 and 30 million? Let's say you bought here. Okay, you're buying 40% above. It's a little bit, but let's be honest, this is a meme coin. So this is as good of an entry I think as you'll get. And I honestly don't think it's going to pull back. I think there's enough steam in this to just go. Right now the meta is bonk meme coins, stuff that Uni PCS is pumping. This guy, you should follow him. And useless is the main coin on all of crypto. So buy the beta, because the beta is going to probably outperform useless in the next week, in this week to be more precise. So I'm still bullish Hoso. I still have one, and I'm going to just take some profits here at 50, maybe a little bit more, a little bit above a newer market cap. Then continuing with our banger trades, startup. As I told you, the fair price was 5.68 million right here, which matched a previous candle close. Then we had a bottom, we had this trend line. The trend line got respected, as you can see. It came and touched it basically 3 times. Remember the threes? It always touches it 3 times usually, and then it broke the resistance. And so I told you guys the last time when we were at this fair price, I said, look, this is a fair price. It's bouncing off the trend line. Get in before the thing explodes. It did explode. It made a higher high. It made a new lower low exactly on the line. Okay, these lines are important. And now here we are going to new all-time highs. It's going to be a U-type shape recovery, and I think we'll do something like this: print a comp and handle, and then continue on. Here's what I'm looking to do. When we approach 40 million, when we go close to all-time high, take some profits, shave some profits off. Honestly, if you were buying at 5 million, if you bought even below, but let's say you were buying here at 5 million, you're up almost 300%. You're up a 4x. Okay, just gave you guys a 4x trade. Not bad under these conditions when nothing else is moving. Maybe take some profits, shave some profits off, and let the rest ride until all-time highs. But I'm looking to sell close to all-time highs. That's what I'm looking to do. Then we have prompt. I think prompt can do something similar. It's not going to be, I think, as good as startup. Startup just had too much fuel in it. Prompt, I think, can actually pop now. I sold it at a loss, and I'm buying more. I bought today, and I'm looking to buy more if it comes back to the bullish fair value gap between 2 and 1.67 before it continues higher. I'm looking to accumulate more right here. Why? Because on the 23rd of May we had support, then we had a second touch of support, then we had this week at support here at 2 million, and it would also turn into support here. And so this is the bullish fair value gap. So I'm looking for the price to go just a little bit deeper to grab some more prompt before it can possibly move higher on prompt. But I'm eyeing prompt because I think it's very similar to startup, and I think we can pull a good trade. Sadly, because of the war thing, it kind of broke its structure, but I think we're back into the charts structure, and this thing has legs. I think it can move. Then very important to track is Launchcoin, because I have no more Launchcoin, but if it goes back into the bullish fair value gap right between 104 and 82 million. Why 82 million? Simply because 82 million was this coin's last top. Okay, the wick was at 82. Guess where the bottom was? was? 82 again. Okay, this is why we chart. TA works. These things work. Price always tends to go into these bullish fair value gaps. Almost always. That's where the liquidity was. Anyways, we have some support here. I think I want to buy here, very close to here. This is where I'm looking to enter. And if it comes into the bullish fair value gap, I'll add some more. And I think it will bounce higher to like 200 million, etc. That's where I'm looking to sell. I'm looking to enter with a little bit more size, put a little bit more size on this trade. I'm going to come here into 𝗵𝗔𝗥𝗧𝗏 and leave a buy the dip order. Click on buy the dip at minus 28.79% from 130 million, which is exactly at 96 million. This is right down the middle. I think price will come here. I'll leave another limit order at minus 22%, very close to 107 million. So 105 million market cap. I think these are good places to leave limit orders. And the third limit order, a third entry, slightly above this bullish fair value gap, just slightly above at 110 million. I think if you want to buy it, divide into 3 buy orders. There's a link down below. Enter on 𝗵𝗔𝗥𝗧𝗏. Divide into 3 buy orders. Just leave those limit orders there and just hope that they get hit. I think they will. The TA is telling me it's going to go just a little bit lower before higher, and that's where I'm looking to accumulate with size. I think this one on my double will probably make me, very, very decent profits. And then we have Lubu. Lubu, sadly, not doing much because all the attention is going into useless, into Hoso, into startup, but I think it will have its moment. So if you have none, here's what you should do. Just wait for it to come into the bullish fair value gap. Again, I'm going to repeat. Resistance here, support here, resistance, support, support. This is why 29.71 is very important. And I think it's going to turn into support again. But if it comes into the bullish fair value gap between 29 and 17, 17 was previous support and previous resistance here. Very important level as well, touched twice. I don't think 17 is going to be broken. If it does, just sell. That's like your exit should be below 17.49. But here's what I think you should do. Add some limit orders. I think I'm going to spot buy some Lubu here, some more. I think it's a good place to start entering, but the perfect entry would be right there at 26, at 25, right here. Okay, I told you guys this was the previous buy. This is where we entered, right here. I said this is the bullish fair value gap, buy now. I didn't sell any, and I'm looking to do last buy right here because I think it touches again, and then it goes actually to all-time highs. That's where I'm looking to exit my Lubu profits, the rest of them. Then finally on base. By the way, you can trade base tokens on 𝗵𝗔𝗥𝗧𝗏. I'm pretty sure this is the only terminal that allows for Solana SVM and Ethereum EVM tokens. You can create an EVM wallet here and buy it, but Syrup is looking good. One of my buys is probably going to be right here, very close to 1.9, 1.87. It's a different market cap here because this market cap is closer to reality because it has like all the VC tokens, all of the influencer tokens, etc. But here's what I think is going to happen. I think it's going to correct, maybe bounce here at 500 million and then come down here to 381 million, which matches this trend line from the start, which basically got touched here as resistance and then turned into support. I think this trend line right here is the most important line when it comes to Syrup, and I do think the price is going to go back down there. But Syrup has been doing quite well. It's another one of these DeFi tokens on base that just started outperforming, and I think you should take a look at it. And the great thing about 𝗵𝗔𝗥𝗧𝗏 is you can trade these coins, you can scalp them, and you can even have exit strategies in terms of, oh, I want to take profit at plus 100%. And I want my stop loss to be at minus 30%, okay? And you can actually enter and have your exit strategy in terms of taking profits and stop losses. So with one click, you can have everything set up on something like 𝗵𝗔𝗥𝗧𝗏. That's why I like 𝗵𝗔𝗥, and I think it's one of the best. By the way, there's a link in the description. If you want to join my private group, probably gonna have some very special news coming very soon to the show, and you'll understand why the group also took so long. But if you want to join the group, you have to use 𝗵𝗔𝗥𝗧𝗏. There's a link down below, or our previous terminals, and you'll be able to join. And honestly, this one is amazing, and I think it offers a ton of help and support for those of you trading in the trenches or trading mid to higher market cap memes, which is, I think, what you should be doing instead of just buying daily runners, because you're probably going to get rinsed buying daily runners. It's way more complicated. But anyways, this was today's show. Tomorrow I have more special news. I'm going to be seeing what's moving in the markets and where all the profits may be. Thank you very much, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow with more updates on market movers and daily runners. Bye bye.